Yeah, I had to wear this shirt because it's a Christmas movie, and shout out to the Hallmarkies podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Cam, here with my brief thoughts on A Christmas Story Christmas. This was directed by Clay Kaytis, and it starred Peter Billingsley and Julie Haggerty, among others. And this is the sequel, the only canonical sequel, as far as I'm concerned, to A Christmas Story, which was released in 1983. It picks up in the year 1973 with Ralphie, now going by Ralph Parker, played once again by Peter Billingsley, living in Chicago with a family of his own. It is approaching Christmas, and he gets news that his father, the old man, has passed away. Rest in peace, you giant furnace fighting legend, you. And so, in order to make this Christmas special for his family, he goes back to Cleveland Street to console his mother, played by Julie Haggerty. However, the mom is like, I don't want this to be a sad occasion. I want this to be a happy one. And so this Christmas basically unfolds about as about what you think it will. A Christmas Story is a classic and one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. My dad and I watch it every year. We record it off of the TBS 24 Hours of a Christmas Story, and we watch it together and we laugh our heads off every single time. It doesn't matter how many times we've seen it, we will consistently laugh at the furnace fighting and the bumpuses and Ralph just going all Conor McGregor on Scott Farkas. It's one of the finest Christmas movies ever made. Every time there has been a sequel made about A Christmas Story, it has gone terribly. And so whenever there's something new Christmas Story related coming down the pike, I am always very, very concerned. However, Peter Billingsley returned for this one in his starring role as Ralphie and was actually an executive producer for this one. So I said to myself, if there is any hope of there being a good Christmas Story sequel, this is it. And while I don't think this movie is perfect by any stretch, it is far better than I thought it was going to be. First and foremost, Peter Billingsley is the best part of this movie. He really does have the Ralphie mannerisms down, just he's older now. But they actually do a pretty good job of acknowledging that and working that in. He's a struggling writer in the movie, and they actually do a pretty good job of showing that he really is trying to do his best in this field, but he's just not catching a break. He's trying to be a sci-fi writer, and he's not really super good at it. It's not until a scene where he embraces more of telling a Christmas story, ironically enough, that he finally clicks. And Peter Billingsley does a great job. There's a great scene where he gets rejected by the last publishing firm and he throws his manuscript in the trash and he's like, I can't write. I just can't write. It's a better scene than what I just did, but Peter Billingsley really crushed it here. Julie Haggerty is really good as Ralph's mom. I do miss the actress they got from Christmas Story, but Julie Haggerty is a really good actress, so we'll take what we can get. I really like the dynamic between Ralph and his family. His wife, played by Erin Hayes, I believe I got that name right. I'm reading it off of IMDb. And his kids, played by River Drosh and Juliana Lane. I thought this was a very nice dynamic. The kids actually get in on the fun too, and they honestly weren't that annoying. I really liked when they were on screen. Really, the Achilles heel of the movie is the many, many callbacks that it does have to the original. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my neck, so let me just say that there are callbacks in the movie that I actually did really like, and I thought to myself, okay, that was cool. But then there are others that I was just sitting there like, oh, come on, that was ridiculous. I have said in the past that I personally do not like it when movies use nostalgia just for the sake of, hey, you remember this? Hey, you remember that? Like that sort of thing. Nostalgia for the sake of nostalgia. That's why The Rise of Skywalker is my least favorite movie of 2019. It was just references. There are references in A Christmas Story Christmas that I really liked. And then there are others that basically feel like Ralph just walks into a room, and it's like in a video game where a character walks into a room and he gets flashbacks. He or she gets flashbacks. It's like that. Then there are scenes that are just ripped off from the first movie, but are done lesser than. For example, there is a scene where it's pretty much done like the classic scene where Flick sticks his tongue on that icy pole. I'm sure you all know the scene I'm talking about. No one sticks their tongue on an icy pole, thank the Lord, but there is a scene where they ride down this slide, I want to say, and it's done with the same intensity as that scene. I'm pretty sure someone pitched to say, like, I triple dog dare you or something like that. And I don't want to sound like I'm dogging on this movie. That is not my intention at all. My intention is to say that some callbacks were good. Some others were just blatant ripoffs of something that was done better in the 83 version, and they felt lazy. But considering the track record of sequels to A Christmas Story, this is pretty much the best one we're probably ever going to get. I'm going to give this a good rating, but a very high good rating, because there is some actual good stuff in here, and I'm actually glad that there is a mainstream sequel to A Christmas Story, and it's not horrible. It's actually done with actual effort put forth. I love that. I love the spirit of that. If you're a Christmas Story fan, I give this one a modest recommendation. But what did you think of A Christmas Story Christmas if you have seen it? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read what you have to say. And if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. And if you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to allow notifications. That way when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know about it. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.